Good morning, everyone. This is Kendall Askins from Stimulating Minds. Askins Stimulates over on Instagram. And I'm joining you another morning, this time for our parents and our educators. So the message essentially is for everyone because you're either a parent or you're like a mentor or you're an educator in some sense, right? Not necessarily formal education. I want to remind you that Stimulating Minds is a company dedicated to cultivating lifelong learners, and there's a variety of services that we offer. So please make sure to visit the website and contact us so that we can provide either professional learning, keynote speaking, tutoring, academic services. We're running a variety of workshops as well. So today we're going to be talking about developing thinkers. And, you know, as we think about the world and the children that we engage with on an everyday basis, it is profound to think that the children that are currently here on this earth are one day going to be our leaders, right? They are going to be the ones that are coming up with the new inventions and pushing technology forward. They're going to be the innovators. They're going to be our doctors and our teachers and our lawyers and our educators and our entrepreneurs and just every career that we need, plumbers, electricians, all of those things to keep functioning as a society. Our children today are going to be the ones to do that. And so how do we develop it in a way where we are cultivating thinkers, right? Where we are cultivating children that know how to solve problems, not that are just always looking for the answer. And I'm constantly hearing people, you know, complain about this generation. Oh, they want instant gratification. They don't know hard work. They're not sure about how to do certain things. And I can't help but think, like, who's responsible for that, right? As the adults, as the leaders, as the mentors, as the educators in this society, we are responsible for how we teach our children to think, how we teach them to operate, how we teach them how to demonstrate resilience. So today, I'm just going to chat with you about some ways that you can make sure that you're helping to develop thinkers, okay? So first of all, when you're thinking about someone who's thinking, right, I look at that as problem solving, someone who is okay with tussling with a problem. Well, how do we do that? Typically, when our children face a problem, think about it, even when they're little and they're trying to walk, or when they are trying to do something, or when they make a little noise and cry a little bit because they can't figure something out. Our instinct is to rescue them, right? Even when they're in the classroom, when they ask a question, our instinct is to give them the answer. It's to tell them what to do. In our houses, when they're not doing their chores, when their rooms are not clean, our instinct is to just give them direction and say, do this, clean your room, pick this up, go there. And they're just constantly following orders. When do we give them a time to pause and think and say, maybe I should do that? How do we develop children that do that, right? So one of the things that you can do is you can observe. You can sit back, you can watch. How is my child moving? What is my child doing? What motivates them, right? How do they keep moving forward? Then you can ask questions. Hey, do you see those dishes there? Or, hey, what are you thinking with that? Or if they're struggling with a problem, so what is your question, right? Or what are you confused about? Or what are you not sure what to do? Ask questions, seek to understand, not just assume that we already know what the problem is, right? By asking them questions and by seeking their to understand how they're thinking about it, then we'll be able to have more insight of how to approach them. And then you want to make sure that you're creating space for creativity. So once they share with you how they're thinking, then ask them, well, what do you think you should do? How should you go about this, right? What are you thinking to solve? What do you think the problem is, right? So when you're asking questions and then you pose it in a way that opens up a space for them to be able to think about what solutions are, you're creating a space where you're understanding how they think, and then you're giving them a space to come up with solutions. And then another way that you harness, that you create thinkers is you're harnessing their natural gifts. So as you're observing, you're watching, what are they really good at? What do I notice my child is really good at and really is able to do? And as you see that, right, their natural gifts, like one of my daughters, her natural gift is humor. She is humorous, right? Another daughter of mine, she is like a take charge, naturally like goal setter. So when I'm thinking about that, right, I think about what capacities can humor be harnessed, right? That's creativity when I'm asking her how she's thinking, maybe when I want to develop something. For my child that is a goal setter, I have her in charge of the house, right? If I want things done before a certain time, I'll let her know, these are the things I want to get done. Can you make sure that those things are followed through? And she gets her siblings in line. She formulates a plan. And so by looking at their natural gifts and the things that they are naturally just very good at, and then finding ways to harness those gifts, you're able to cultivate or create thinkers, right? So I want you to think about this when you're engaging with children and when you're engaging with people in general, but especially with children, right? How are we making sure that we're developing thinkers? We want to make sure that we're observing. We want to make sure that we're asking questions to understand. We want to make sure we're creating a space for creativity and that we're harnessing their natural gifts. And if you do these things on a consistent basis, you will help to develop good thinkers in our future generation. So hope that this was helpful. If it was, please like, subscribe to our channels. Make sure you share this video out, and let's hear some comments below. How do you cultivate or develop thinkers, or which of these strategies are you going to try this week with the children in your life? I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you back here next week for more fun. Bye.